Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of Crate Expectations. So, if you have not watched part 1, you need to go over to Zareth's channel to watch it first, which the link is below if you can't find it, and then come back and watch part 2. So, we do things in order. Cart is not in front of the horse, etc., etc.
Is that how they pronounce it? Etc.
Yeah,
in Canada?
yeah. That's exactly how they pronounce it.
That's how some of them pronounce it, at least, apparently.
Don't hate. You know what? Don't
I
go watch
also,
it. Stay here first.
you know what? I I don't know. Going to Canada might be nice. Like you clearly still use carts and horses, so it's like a rustic feel. It's good.
Yeah. Carts and horses and sleigh dogs.
So how serious is that? Like, do you actually have sleigh dogs
Uh,
there a lot? Like,
no,
is that like an everyday thing?
not where I am.
Okay, I was like, I feel like I'm about to catch her in a lie, but
Not where I am.
okay, excellent. So, uh, viewer questions, then pack review,
Yes.
then we're gonna talk crap. We're gonna do a Canadian roast
We're going to do a
on.
Canadian roast,
All right,
a maple roast. Hmm. No.
sure, why not? I indulge you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, so let's do questions. So Steve Wealthy wants to know. He just finished the requirements for C. What relic level should he take him to when he unlocks them? Obviously, the higher the better, but does he have diminishing returns after a certain level?
What are your
Uh,
thoughts? You just got C.
so I just got C, and I immediately took him to Relic 8 because I lack self-control.
So you're saying that it would be better to have less relics on him?
No, I'm actually quite happy with him at Relic 8. I mean, I haven't used him that extensively. I haven't used him in Grand Arena yet with his ultimate, so let's take that as it is. But I mean, he is an attacker, so he benefits from Relegate pretty well. Um, yeah, I I don't see an issue with it. I personally think, and I know I'm pretty sure you feel the same way, that Galactic Legends should go to the higher relics, Relic 8, quote unquote minimum.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there's a couple elements here. So first off, yeah, absolutely to seven at the bare minimum. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's the bare minimum that you want a Galactic Legend. If you've already proven, like don't tell me that you can't put relic levels on a Galactic Legend. Like you can't get Relic 8 on them because especially you needed Relic 8 to unlock a lot of these characters, or
Right.
at least Relic 7. So yeah, get him 7. 7's not that hard if you really want that character to be there. 8 obviously has significant challenges, but there isn't diminishing returns actually for Sith Eternal.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I've been considering actually on my Professor X account. I've been considering, can I get away with Relic 7 on Jedi Master Kenobi? Because like
Mm,
what do I need him for exactly? Like he's not there for damage dealing. He's a facilitator.
right.
And so he's there to make sure everyone else is doing their job. He's like the supervisor.
Right. Exactly.
And and that's fine. That's a good role for him. He does, but Sith Eternal is on his own for the most part. Like he gets his babysitter to put a buff on him, and then his whole team dies if you took a whole team, or you just take one babysitter, then they die, and then he kills a whole team himself.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just kills a whole team himself without any, and so uh, you're gonna regret. You're gonna be in this instance where you get him to Relic 7. You're like, I don't need 8. You're gonna be in this position where you're like, man, I would have won that whole match, if I'd been Relic 8. Because you get into some pretty sketchy spots when you're Sith Eternal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, Sith Eternal would be great to be Relic 9. I know that that's not as available to people, and I would be a little bit of a hypocrite to preach that because on my main account, I have four. I have five total Relic 9s.
Mhm.
Four of them are on Galactic Legends, and Sith Eternal is not one of them.
Right.
So, that being said, the diminishing returns. Here's the awesome thing about Galactic Legends. They built those Relic levels to scale really nicely as well.
Yeah.
Because of the Galactic Legend Zeta that you have to apply, you get 10% extra bonus health and protection per relic level.
Yeah.
And then you get the additional armor, and then the way you mod him is just pure health.
Hmm.
And you like that Relic 8 boost for health is super nice as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what it boosted exactly number wise. I had him at Relic 7 for literally 5 minutes before I just said screw it and took him to Relic 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was around in between 180 and 190,000 at Relic 7. And then he went over 200 when I bumped him to Relic 8.
Cool. Well, yeah, you have more health on him than I do on mine, which
Yes.
is great. But like in general, 200k health is the goal on him. Obviously, if he's Relic 9, you probably want more. But yeah, you really rely on that massive health pool, and you won't regret it a single bit once you're trying to counter Kenobi teams with Sith Eternal, because they hit through your protection and just go straight to health. And every drop of health you can get from relic levels is a godsend. So, to me, that's relic 8, 200k health or bust, in my opinion.
Yeah. Cool.
I think you and I do agree on it, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Okay. So Roland Zevo TB asked, and he said this was a genuine question. He wasn't like poking fun or anything like that. But he was asking, why do we spend money on Galaxy of Heroes?
Hey, you spend money on this game?
Sometimes. Depends on my mood.
Me too.
Depends on how much I've drank that day.
Jeez.
No. Yeah, no, I usually spend, I don't know. Depends on what packs are in the store.
Sure. Yeah, I definitely spend on this game. Well, so why do you spend?
Okay. So it will depend on various reasons. Depends on what packs are in the store, like I said. I love buying that $10 Relic cargo pack every Monday / Tuesday, whatever day it comes out on. The one that gets you the all the fun stuff and all the energy. Love it. If I am working towards something and I'm really close to unlock and it's a timed thing, looking at you, Executor, then I will spend. If I'm running low on crystals, I will buy crystals. And my logic behind that is, if it's something that's going to directly affect my crystal payout, I'm going to make that money back, quote unquote, by staying in the top. So that's usually how I decide, is if it is a time thing and I'm close to something, and if it is just an insanely good deal.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Why do you spend money on the game?
For fun. So I actually, I would spend significantly less than I do right now if I wasn't a content creator. But I think there's a very strong argument for me to spend money on the game just so people can see the new stuff. And, like I get more clicks for it, frankly. And I mean, I know that sounds, people are like, oh, no, clickbait. But it's like, yeah, get me more clicks. Like, please click more. Like that's, why am I making content if I don't want people to watch it? So, new stuff, sure. But then also, I just like like to stay competitive in like the top level of GAC, and again, that's kind of for clicks. Like it's a lot more attractive to be like, hey, like a top 100 match as opposed to like top 7,000 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that's like you're right. That was unintentional. That was
So
so mean.
rude.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's okay.
It's fine.
No, that wasn't okay. But jeez. Okay, so here's the thing though. It does look better though. Like here's the thing. You have a smaller account and like way more legitimate. Like my alternate accounts are also like they're way lower than yours, and so and there's good reasons for that. And there's still good reasons to watch that. There, like at the level that my account is for how long I've played, for my level of investment, etc. Like I spending some to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. Like
Mm-hmm.
it is helpful to be able to like stay a little bit higher in the ranks, and frankly, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, what do I spend all my time doing other
Right.
than like I spend all my time in the game or working on content for the game. Like
Right.
what else? It's not like what else should I spend money on? Of course, I could save money for a house or something awesome, but I guess the thing is, if you enjoy something, I don't think you should just say just because there's a stigma against it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think you should just say I'm not going to spend money on a phone. Oh, phone game? No, that's such a waste of time. It's like people spend a ruinous amount of money on like car projects, for instance.
Right. Or even just console games in general.
Yeah, yeah. I had a friend who had a board game subscription
Mm-hmm.
that he used. They used to send him, and like he was out of. I felt like he was out of control. They sent him 3 new board games every month,
Oh my goodness.
and they were all like $60. So he spent $180 a month on board games.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a fact that he played. He had one board game night every month that he consistently did, and then maybe he had like a one-off time that he played it like 2 or 3 times a month, and that's it.
And
Like,
that's it.
and I'm like, cool. You want to spend money on board games? You just want to collect them? That's who am I to judge? Like, I just is it wise of me to spend money? That's another totally different topic, but.
Right.
I don't know. You're not. I don't feel bad for spending on the game. Plus, free to play players should that they should absolutely keep doing what they want to do, but they need to acknowledge as well that this game would not exist without people spending. So
Totally. It would not be 6 years old.
right,
So
yeah, and yeah, people say you don't get much bang for your buck in this game, and that's probably mostly true. But they have been putting some cool new packs in, actually.
a lot of the new packs they've been putting out have been really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Though that might have just been our conditioning. They might have had such terrible packs previously that now we're like, oh yes, we're gonna grab this, and it's
Yeah.
like, and the objective truth is like, nope, still terrible deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's fine.
It doesn't feel like it though.
It's fine. Okay.
Totally.
How much time do we have? Do we have time for another 2 questions?
We have like 12 minutes.
Okay, so let's skip the next 2 questions. We'll do them next week. And let's
Sorry,
look
guys.
let's look at the pack. We're running out of time.
All right. So let's move to the pack thing. I have to please be patient with me.
All right. Being patient.
There we go. We're there. We're
Cool.
we're at the pack.
We're at the pack.
So what have you selected for us today? This is in Canadian dollars, by the way, folks.
Correct. So I think this is $19.99 in US. I don't know that for certain, sure, but pretty sure it's $19.99.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's either $19.99 or $20.99. I can never remember. But anyway, so energized core gear.
Just want to point out to people,
Yes.
Sarah has been spending her credits. She's been spending them down. She's buying new mod things. It's epic. All right.
Yeah, I'm down. What was I at last week? 5, something.
I don't know. It was yeah, over 500. So you've been spending them down. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for checking.
Well, hey, I made fun of you. I made fun of you for having too many before, and you still have too many. But you're getting like you're spending them on mods, and that's to be commended.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so purpose of this, the pack. So there's still 5 days left on this if you want to buy it. It's 27.99 Canadian and whatever I'm guessing it is in American. And you get all 5 of this core gear. So you get Mark III carbs, stun guns, stun cuffs, these droid color things, and whatever these eyeballs are. Biotech implant salvage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 27.99 Canadian or $20 American, whatever. Call it 20 bucks
It is.
American.
I just looked. It is 20.
Okay. And each piece can range between 35 and 120.
Okay, so you do get guaranteed you get 35 salvage for each though.
Guaranteed you will get 35 salvage fees. And also, I forgot to point this out. I don't know if this is a new thing that they're doing or I'm just observing this right now. On the actual pack, it tells you that it's over 7,000 crystals worth of gear. So I'm assuming, I did not do the math on this beforehand. I'm assuming that's if you pull 120 pieces of each piece of gear.
Yeah, what?
Because you're not getting that.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking.
And like
let's say you get 50 for each. Just you get a full piece. So that's 1,400, 28, 42. So, I mean, actually, so this even at the low end, you might be getting
over 7,000.
right around that. But
okay, but you only have a 30% chance to pull 50 pieces of the core gear. And
sure.
The only thing it doesn't explicitly say, and to be honest, I'm not going to buy this to test it, so sorry. It doesn't say if each piece of gear will be the same quantity. So if you pull 35 carbs, are you pulling 35 across the board for everything, or can it be mixed?
My guess is that it's going to be mixed. So you're going to typically just get 35 with a couple like bigger, like spikes. Like, hey, look at how lucky I am. But all right, so let me interject here real quick though. So it's core gear and everything. They're not shying away from that. But so first off, it's the salvage for the gold balls, and at certain points in your gaming, you may end up needing that piece. For a little bit, that I was really short on it, but that like all of this stuff, by the way, is just found in challenges, and like for instance, stun guns on some accounts will still be bottlenecks, but they're becoming less and less so.
Right.
The droid collars are especially less.
Oh my gosh. This droid collars used to be such a bottleneck, and I have over 200.
Yeah, I used to like my main account has well over 1,000 at this point. Like it's like I should just start cashing in some of them in for relic like pieces. It's stupid how common they are now. And you can also like Carbanti, if you could just get all of these in Carbanti and spend $20. Like if you're like, hey, could I just get 5 rolls on Carbanti? Then I'd be like, that for some people that might be awesome.
Right. That would be more enticing because Carbanti are the ones that haven't really, I've noticed at least, are the bottlenecks still.
Well, yeah, because it's like now you get Carbanti at the same rate as stun guns, but you need sometimes you just need Carbanti. Sometimes you need Carbanti in the thermals. Sometimes you need them with the stun guns, but stun guns are way less common than Carbanti need. And at the end of the day, I mean, I don't think this is a good deal. But
I don't think it's a good deal either.
At the same time, people purchasing this, you know what you need. Obviously, everyone knows their own stuff, and if it just so happens you're short on all of this gear, this is actually a decent deal. If you're gonna spend crystals on it anyways, then this isn't bad.
I think the other thing for me that's kind of like hindering me on thinking it's a good deal is one, a bunch of it is, accelerated or whatever in the challenges now. But all of
Hmm.
this gear is also in your guild store. You can get it with shard shop currency.
Right.
Like you can get it in the get store. Like you can just find it. And so like I can find all of this gear every time my store refreshes and not have
Hmm.
to spend crystals on it.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Though, like Carbanti, man, it's still such a bottleneck for both of my lower accounts. My main account, I have like 800, but we can move on from that discussion. So before I get lynched.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
Do you want to see this roster I've picked?
Yeah, let's roast it.
Okay.
Canadian roast. No maple. I decided against that.
No maple. All right. Rude. I love
I
maple.
I know you do.
Love maple. Okay. So, Dad of Grogu.
Dad of Grogu. All right, my face is blocking that name here.
Ah,
There you go. Dad of Grogu. There, people can see his face for a second.
all right.
Just to see his name. Okay.
Right. So,
What's
6.3 million.
6.3? Okay.
Okay. And he's in Kyber 4.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
want to look at anything in particular first?
I feel like we always go ships first,
All right.
and that's not a bad practice.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So what capital ships?
Let's.
Nice.
Okay. So all of them except Executor.
Okay.
And only Finalizer's not finished, it looks like.
It's
by
not
fin-
finalized.
Yeah. By finished, I mean startup to 7.
And they only have 3 relict
Yeah.
admirals. Okay.
Which is gonna suck for Grand Arena right now.
Scroll down a little and let's see what they have unlocked but not farmed.
Okay.
So they farmed a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Um.
Razor Crest's hurting there.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
What you doing with Plo Koon there?
Yeah.
TIE Fighter is so sad right now. Okay.
Okay. It's
So
okay.
so they don't have good fleets, so let's move on to squads.
So rude. All right, characters.
You're calling me rude for a roster roast.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so one Galactic Legend, only Ray at Relic 8.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, he's got the Wampa Omicron. I
Okay.
did see this earlier, and I wanted to point this out because it hurts me. He's got gas at Relic 7.
Okay.
Here's his 5
Oh
burst.
no.
This stings. Like, this is such a good squad.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
Such a good squad, and they're not done.
I remember Riki P made a video, like a music video on like imploring Cubs to put relics on Arc Trooper, and it was like, yeah, dude, like why haven't you Cubs hadn't even farmed Arc Trooper at that point, and it was like, but then he'd complain about why, Skywalker not working well, and it's like, well, Arc Trooper is a huge amount of the damage, actually. Like, Skywalker
Right.
has all the flashy damage, but Arc Trooper does a lot of understated damage, and he does the dispel. He lets another person. I mean, that squad it's self-apparent how good that squad is, and also
Yep.
get your Ahsoka geared up. What are you
Yep.
doing?
Yep.
She's oh my gosh. Ooh.
Especially because Negotiator is one of your only fleets that's got a Relic capital ship. So.
I mean, I know she takes all the gold balls out there,
But it's gotta be done. Okay.
One of the most important characters in the game is Ahsoka, actually.
Yeah. Do you want to see the bottom of the roster?
What else? You've seen this roster before. We don't have a huge amount of time, so
right.
what's some greatest hits here?
Okay.
other than the fact that they don't care about fleets, which is important, and
Here we
they don't
go.
care about having a good. Oh,
Good.
okay.
It's just sad.
Did they put a Zeta on Barris
I mean, I have a Zeta on Barris.
at Relic or at Gear 8?
Pretty sure.
Okay, that doesn't mean that's not a good choice, Sarah. That doesn't, just because you did it doesn't mean that anyone else should do it.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. It's just oh, I remember what I wanted to show you actually. I remember.
Fixation on Relic 5. This is weird.
Here we go. Han.
Okay. Okay.
There's Han.
You just insist on making me
there's
sad,
3PO.
don't you?
It's a roast for a reason.
Oh my gosh. Okay, take it away. This is gross.
I
I
mean,
can't. Why did you put a Zeta on Kara if you're just gonna? Okay.
I mean,
All right. Is there any redeeming qualities here?
it's got relic geos.
That's not redeeming.
Okay.
Put material. You put relics on Geos before you relicked Han Solo. Like Poggle the Lesser has relic 4, and your Han Solo's like, I'm gear 10.
I mean, Palpatine's not relic.
And he's got 2 Zetas. And one of his Zetas is based on protection. His protection.
I would gear Empire Trooper too. It's one of my favorite pre-taunts in the game.
I just threw my pen. I need a
You
pen.
just threw your pen? Ah, man.
Oh, hey, look. Wait, are we sure this isn't your roster?
Hey!
He's got a gear 12B2.
Rude. Yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm trying to figure out what he's working on next. And I think maybe it's First Order. I think. Because Crew's Relic.
No.
No.
Why is level 74?
I don't know. I don't ask these questions.
I do, apparently.
You do. There we
So-
go. Oh yeah, and there's the Empire. So
Have they unlocked Jedi Knight Luke yet?
Hmm.
This is an embarrassing Empire, but let's look at Jedi here real quick. What's
No.
So you have Wampa ready. Hold on,
Oh.
where's Hoda? Oh, Hoda's ready.
Yeah. Who else do you need from?
Rolo.
So back to the Rebels.
Sure. We don't have a huge amount of time left, but
All right. Rolo's ready. Lando's ready.
okay, he's going for Jedi Master Luke then.
Okay.
And Captain Han's about to get relics.
Okay.
Okay, so finally we find a decision I come back.
Oh
But-
man.
But okay, so if you're doing that, work on your rebel pilots.
At the same time.
Yeah. Because you're gonna need them for. I mean, okay, fine, sure. Focus on Jedi Luke. That's fine. I just want people to focus on fleets because it is going to be so enormously important. To take some of the gear off of Hera and put it on Han, please. Oh my gosh! All right, my eyes are just gonna like strain themselves for how much I'm gonna be rolling them thinking about this roster. So, all right.
There you go. Roasted.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I was not very nice.
I was very Canadian.
You always are. All right. Call it good?
Call it good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And yeah.
See you next week.
See you next week.